What in the world just happened? At 12:09 on a random Sunday morning, the NBA world just exploded. Now, I'm still a little bit skeptical, and if I make this video, post it at 2 a.m. in the morning, and then Shams comes out and is like, guys, I was hacked, I might actually crash out. There's no video of him saying it yet, so it still could be fake, but if this is real, oh my god, the NBA world just got flipped on its head. And this really makes no sense for me for the Lakers unless LeBron is retiring after this year. Because I'm making a video right now. This Lakers team was number 2 in defensive rating over the last 7 games. Once they get Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith together, they're looking like a championship contender, and then they just trade Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic? What? And this is a Mavs team that went to the NBA Finals last year. Like, Luka and Kyrie just went to the Finals. They played a really, really good Celtics team, but I cannot wrap my head around this right now. Everybody has to be thinking the same thing, right? There's never been something like this that's happened before in the history of the NBA. A top 5 player in the league, when healthy, at age 25, under contract for the next however many years, is just randomly in the middle of the night traded to Los Angeles? Now, there is going to be a ton of more fallout after this trade happens ahead of the February 6th trade deadline. We're about 4 days away. This honestly makes it even more exciting. But Luka Doncic, who hasn't played since Christmas Day, will be a Laker alongside of LeBron James. How does that fit even work? They're like, Luka is a unathletic LeBron, pretty much, is how I would describe it. Luka can shoot a little bit better, but they're both point forwards. They can really pass it. They rebound well, and they just make their teams a whole lot better. And now they're playing together. I really see no way this works. Although for the Lakers, I really like this because LeBron's 40. He's going to be gone. And by the way this trade was made, it looks like he might be gone after this year, which is going to be crazy. But that's the way that this trade makes me think. The Mavericks just got absolutely fleeced. This is a 25-year-old megastar in the midst of his career that just got traded for Anthony Davis, who is fantastic. He's a top 15, maybe top 10 player in the league. But for Luka Doncic, who is 7 years younger, and you give up a 2029 first round pick. That's the only future asset you get back. Now you have an aging roster with an old Kyrie, getting up there Anthony Davis, who's already injury prone in the first place, and no real future to speak of. I have no clue what in the world the Dallas Mavericks are doing right now, coming off of an NBA championship run, and they just completely blow up their roster in the middle of the night? Reports are now coming out from the Stein line that Luka did not request a trade from the Mavs, and the Mavs were reportedly worried about his conditioning and his injuries, the looming commitment of another Supermax contract extension this summer. A whole bunch of yap. He just took you to the finals with a roster that was not superior to the Oklahoma City Thunder team that they beat in the second round. And honestly, I thought the Mavs were going to beat them. I thought, they were the 4th best team in the West last year. And their record showed that. They literally were the 4th best team in the West last year. And now you just trade him? This guy is putting up video game numbers. He averaged a 34-point triple-double on nearly 50-40-90 efficiency last year. Do you understand how preposterous it is that you trade this man in the middle of the night? And not only that, but we got teams out here like the Utah Jazz getting more future compensation for Rudy Gobert than the Dallas Mavericks are getting in future compensation for Luka Doncic. This is record-breaking. They gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, the Knicks did. And the Lakers gave up 1 first for Luka Doncic. And that first now is no longer even that much more valuable because no matter what, in 2029, the Lakers obviously make this trade to have Luka for the foreseeable future because LeBron, these are their post-LeBron plans, right? They're going to continue to be making trades in the coming days to form their roster around Luka. This is definitely not the last trade that will be made by the Lakers or by the Mavericks, because now the Mavericks have, they got Kyrie, Anthony Davis, but they also have Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. None of those three guys can play on the court at the same time. So if I had to guess, Daniel Gafford would be gone because Lively is still on that rookie contract. He's only in his second year. But for the Lakers, with Luka moving forward now, like I said, this is probably the end of the line for LeBron. He's played with his son. That's what he wanted to do. He's probably going to be retired after this year. It's going to be Luka's team. And like I said, Luka can just step in. This roster has been built around LeBron. Since 2018, they've been building this roster around LeBron. They won the championship in 2020, and now Luka can just step into that role, and they can continue to build this roster up around Luka. Now, they have no future assets anymore to try and build around him, so they're going to have to hope guys like Dalton Connect, Austin Reeves continues to play well and grow and develop. Jared Vanderbilt stays healthy. They just got Dorian Finney-Smith. So they've got pieces, but right now your post is Jackson Hayes. And that's never a good sign. I mean, NBA Twitter was going crazy tonight about what Jackson Hayes actually does throughout the course of an NBA basketball game. And no hate to Jackson Hayes, but what does he do besides being 7 foot tall? The final trade details are Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and NBA All-Star Markieff Morris for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a future first-round pick, and then we have news that the Jazz are also involved. So the Zen Master, Danny Ainge, probably somehow won this trade, even though he probably just got a couple of future firsts in it. But, man, this is crazy. This trade was so insane, y'all, that people thought this was fake. Everybody was convinced this was a fake trade. That's how crazy it was. In the middle of the night, Shams just drops a bombshell. This is the biggest bombshell in the history of the NBA. I cannot think. This would have been like if Kobe got traded in 2007. There has never been a trade this crazy. And now, I mean, these are two contenders. The Lakers are trending up. They're fifth in the Western Conference right now, trending up. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. And like I said, I was currently making a video about how good the Lakers have been recently. They had the second best defensive rating. Somehow the Raptors have the best defensive rating in the NBA over the last 7 games. But the Lakers are second. And a good amount of that has been without Anthony Davis because he's been hurt. So now they trade him. I don't know what in the world is going to happen. Somehow the Lakers are going to have to go out and get a center. I would have understood it more if like Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford was involved in this trade, so the Lakers had a post going forward. But, I mean, unless you're counting on Vanderbilt, but I like Vanderbilt on the perimeter more, or being able to roam around. Man, this is insane. So maybe, one of those buyout candidates becomes a Laker now. Looking around the league, like Valanciunas would be the first guy that comes to mind. In Washington, Kuzma could be getting bought out as well, but I don't know. And it's like I said, for the Mavericks, this is just an all-time, like top 5 worst trades in the history of the league for Mavericks fans. I'm sorry. I am genuinely sorry for any Mavericks fan out there right now because this is bad. This is really, really bad. And this video is my raw reaction to this trade, so there will definitely be more videos on this channel in the future about this trade. But holy cow, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. And like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if I post this video and 30 minutes later, Shams gets his account back and comes back and it's like, sorry guys, I got hacked. But as of right now, this trade looks really real. It looks really bad for the Mavericks, and it looks like the Lakers are going to go ahead and start preparing for life post-LeBron. And this is really just something that looks photoshopped. It looks like the Lakers fans every offseason when they go out and they make their wish lists that are never going to happen. Well, it just happened, and I cannot believe it. With that being said, make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below. Hey, I stayed up till like 2 a.m. making this video, so the least you can do is leave a like. And yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.